Hey guys, what is up? It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, this is your first time checking in, welcome. I am a reseller that has a closet on Poshmark. I love anything vintage, anything pre-loved, anything, you name it. That is what I do, and that is what I am obsessed with. For my catwalkers, welcome back and thank you for joining me another Sunday. I want to share with you some things that I was able to thrift. Some of it is recent, some of it is not. Let's just get right into it. The first thing that I want to show you guys are these sunglasses. As you know, as I've said before, I am a huge sunglass fan. They could be high-end, they could be low-end, they could be in between, they could be given to me. But sunglasses to me speak volumes because I carry multiple pairs because my mood may change. Well, my mood takes on a persona, so I want the sunglasses to reflect whatever that persona may be. These, I don't think that they were any more than about 50 cents. And I love that there's no scratches or anything. These were thrifted towards the end of the summer last year, and I absolutely love these. They give me an 80s feel, an 80s vibe. They have this gold braid across the top of the front, and they are a tortoise shell and a square on top, and a little more rounded, softer, if you will, at the bottom. I love these so much. That I want to share with you guys, this gold necklace. This necklace was another thrift find. It is a coin that's enclosed in a semi-round or round base, and I don't know exactly what this is or where it is from. It looks like there's Greek writing in it, but it is so beautiful. I like the fact that it just is a statement piece. It's just very low-key, and I just like the fact that you can wear it with a shirt, you can wear it with a dress, or a shirt unbuttoned slightly, let it peek out. However I wanted to do this. This is easy to wear. The other thing that I was able to find, and I was actually surprised, is this dress that I'm wearing. This dress is lace. It is by H&M. This dress I found thrifted, new with tags. It has ruffled lace at the bottom. Very feminine, very easy to wear. It has a slip underlay, and I absolutely am in love with it. I think this dress cost all of $2, and it was a new with tag item from H&M when I found it thrifting. The other thing that I want to show you, this long shop bag. It was thrifted towards the end of last year. This was a recent thrift find, as was this necklace. One of the lip pliage, medium mini size. It is listed for sale in my Poshmark closet. If you are interested in it, it is there for you to grab. In good condition, it is clean inside and out. There's no problems. The zipper works fantastically. It is stuffed with paper. It is ready to go if you are interested in it. Last thing that I wanted to show you guys is this Miu Miu Weekender bag. It was never carried. It is flawless on the insides, flawless on the outsides. It has an external zipper pocket, and if you unzip it, you can put things in the front of it, zip it shut. The interior, I just have stuff with some t-shirts because I like to stuff my bags with t-shirts because they're soft, it works, and I don't want any transfer issues. But this is a Miu Miu with a plate on the inside. It's just spacious, roomy. It has a zipper interior slip pocket where the Miu Miu plate sits mounted to it. It has two front pockets, and then it has the one long zipper exterior pocket. YKK zippers on this, and this is available in my closet. Other things that I hear a lot from people who are in this business of thrifting is that they struggle to find nice things when they are thrifting. I'm going to share with you 11 things that you want to pay attention to in order to find quality items at the thrift store. First things, especially when it comes down to clothing, is zippers. Zippers, just like I talked about on that Prada bag, YKK zippers on bags, Riri zippers, even on clothing. YKK zippers are real big. Pay attention to zippers. The zippers should be metal, not plastic, not anything that is of a lesser or cheaper quality. Pay attention to zippers. Pay attention to how the zippers work. They are the first indicator to a quality item. Look at zippers and make sure that they work. When it comes down to looking for items is natural fibers. Wool coat, if it's cashmere, if it's all nylon, look at your fibers. Usually when you look at vintage pieces, when you go back, they stuck to their basics. Velvet, mink, wool, anything that was of a expensive, you get what I'm saying, any quality fabric, which is why vintage items carry the weight that they do today. If they are made that way, they're super expensive, and then hence that's why vintage items are in high demand, because the level of quality and the level of material and the level of time put into making that item, it definitely shows. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention to fiber. When it comes down to items is patterns. Just like if you're looking at and I'm gonna get into it, but real quick, if you're looking at a replica bags are dead giveaway because patterns don't line up. It's the same thing with clothes. If you've got a stripe pattern, that pattern should be consistent all the way around the item. It shouldn't be, you know, the stripes up here and then it lines up here at the back. No, it's a dead giveaway. You want consistency in patterns. When patterns are not matched up nicely, meaning matched completely around the item, it makes that item look poorly crafted, and let's just call it what it is. It makes the item look cheap. In line with patterns, you want to look at the seam work. You want to make sure that your seams are tight. You want to make sure that if it's something where you're moving, you don't see any stretch at the seam, you don't see any separation, you don't see any stitch issues, there's no unraveling, no puckering, nothing, because seams are stress points a lot of the times. And if you have a poorly crafted, stitched together dress at the seams, then you're gonna have problems with it. You look at something, you've got durable seams that you can work with, and when you pull on them, you don't see any see-throughs or any issues. Seams and stitching mean everything. You take a close look at the stitching of items. When you pick that item up, there are no issues with stitches where they stop and they start and go into some other type of a stitching where there's no consistency with it. Make sure that areas like the crotch or the underarm areas of the item that you're looking at, whether it's a dress, whether it's a shirt, are smooth with no stress points. Armholes are another area. Any place where there's going to be movement. You want to look at waistbands. You also want to look at belt loops, especially with belt loops. You're running the belt through the loop of the pant and you're pulling up on the pant, and all of a sudden what happens? You get a busted belt loop. Those things again are giveaways to the type of the quality that was put in making the item. Make sure that you avoid anything on an item, whether it's a bag or a dress or a shirt. Snaps and zippers that do not work, pass. Pass, pass, pass. Because when you find something in the zipper or the snap doesn't work, what happens? You want to take it to the dry cleaner, and the dry cleaner ends up charging you more to repair that item than what you paid for it, which is a lose-lose unless it's something of high value and you're going to be able to recoup that. Usually 9 times out of 10, the juice just isn't really worth the squeeze to do that. When it comes to stains and fading, that's something else you want to be careful with. Stains especially. Some stains, if you're standing there and you're able to get a little bit of water or moisten with your finger and scrub up something and you see that it's able to come loose, that's worth buying. If it's something where you have a yellow stain or a brown stain and the item is whatever 99 it is, and you take the gamble of buying it and that stain doesn't come out, then that's money wasted. Stains are very, very iffy. If it's a topical stain you can scrape off, that's something worth investing in. If it's not a topical stain and it's something like a sweat stain, like a yellow stain or a brown stain where it was a food stain and it sat and sat and sat, and the person decided they wanted to get rid of the item, usually those are just lose-lose situations. Those stains, unfortunately, are not going to come out. Pilling, especially with cashmere sweater or any type of wool, you'll get pilling in areas, underarm areas, anywhere where there's constant motion, at the elbow where you've got it resting. Pilling, unless it's something that is a small, minute area that can be taken out with one of those pill remover little brushes or little machines, that's one thing. If it's all over the back, it's not worth it. So pilling, pay attention to and make a decision based upon what you see. Cashmere and wool and things that are super soft are subject to pilling. Kind of like the thing that you would avoid if something was ripped or stained. If it's too much of it and you can't do anything with it, just pass on it. Alterations. You can tell that the item has been altered, started out at a larger size and it was reduced to fit that particular person. Unless you're that particular person's size, avoid items that have been altered. Hanger bumps. If you see an item that has hanger bumps, move on, because those items have been stretched out. 2 little bumps that happen up on the shoulder because the item's been hanging and hanging. It damages the form of the item, and when you put it on, what happens? You've got these 2 raised up areas on your shoulders. Avoid those. Hanger bumps, they just make it very difficult, especially to get out, because that area unfortunately has ended up being stretched by the coat hanger. The biggest thing, pay attention to when you're looking for pre-loved items, anything that has an odor to it, and I'm not talking mothballs, I'm talking, and I'm just going to be, anything that is pea stained, anything that smells like, you know what I'm talking about. Steer clear, steer clear. Animal urine, if it's something, you know, that was a, God forbid, a bodily function, leave it. If it's mothballs, the way grandma's attic smelled, that's a totally different story. That's something that can be aired out with a dryer sheet or put into the wash cycle to cure whatever odor is there. But if it's not, pass. No. Guys, that is what I wanted to share with you this week. 11 things that you should be looking at when you go thrift shopping for clothes, for bags, whatever. Pay attention to those things and use your best judgment when it comes down to what you're looking for when you're thrifting. You will come out successful in the end of your hunt. Thank you so much for watching me this week. Please do me these 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Tap that bell for notifications. I post videos every Sunday. Head on over to Poshmark and check out my closet concrete catwalk. I post listings weekly. I also share items that are currently in my closet so you can see what I have here. If you decide that there is something in my closet that is of interest to you, I am also on Instagram at the Catwalks Concrete. Please feel free to DM me there. If there's something in my closet that you see and you want to reach out to me there, go ahead and do so, because together we can talk about it and work it out so that you can get it before somebody else does. Thank you so much for watching me this week. I will see you next Sunday. Be safe. See you then. Love you guys. Bye.